Hey y'all, what's up? Eric Johnson back with y'all again with another live stream video. We're gonna be real strong with this one. Got a lot of bullshit going on in the mainstream media, especially with these rappers that can't take a L and just be out here acting like they actually running something, just throwing more gasoline fuel on the fire. Sorry about that. Y'all got me sounding like Roland Martin in here. But besides that, let me take these damn headphones off because they keep disconnecting and I gotta put my other ones in for y'all. We're gonna be talking about the situation that happened in Vancouver, Canada, with the boy Rick Ross and the Champagne simp, wheelchair Jimmy, aka BBL Drizzy, aka Drake, or should I say his real name, Aubrey Graham. Mr. Graham is out here, liking, people getting jumped. He liking people not getting the fair ones at these um concerts, or should I say just music festivals. This happened yesterday in Vancouver, Canada. A situation with Rick Ross and his entourage broke out with a lot of these Drake fans, a lot of these dick riders, and they saying that, well, this is like actual facts because you have everybody in their moment talking about the video about him being affiliated with the 1%er biker group, the Hells Angels, and the Hells Angels do have a subset group under them called the BC Demons, the British Columbia Demons. So they're affiliated with the Hells Angels, who is a well-known 1%er biker group. And you can see the video on one of the links right here because I'm not going to play it. I don't want to get a copyright claim, or I don't want to get a strike on my channel for promoting violence. So for those who looked at the video, y'all can check it out. I'm doing good, Q Smooth. Like the video, share the video out with as many people as you can. We're gonna be going into it. Getting this news article coming from USA.com, USAtoday.com. Let me correct myself. This is for fair use. I will be reading that later. I don't know if Rick Ross put out a response that is actually true, because you got a lot of videos not actually having him in it. They just giving their own thoughts and perspective about the situation, what happened with Rick Ross entourage and the glizzy gobblers known as the OVO fans. So they saying that Drake has been affiliated with the Hells Angels by wearing their memorabilia, by wearing their shirts and other clothing. That is 100% facts, 100% true. And if you're out here allegedly paying for protection for 1% of bikers, 1%, outlaw motorcycle gangs to protect you, especially white supremacists who have always had anti-Black America, anti-Black rhetoric coming from a lot of these 1% of biker groups, because a lot of these outlaw motorcycle groups are very racist when it comes to being harmful and being savages towards Black people. And when it comes from Mr. Minstrel show, Drake, he will go to no bounds to embarrass himself. And this was just another situation with him not actually being in the limelight or actually being on the front line, out there throwing hands, but him just actually liking the video of Rick Ross entourage and these other people getting into fisticuffs at the music festival in Vancouver. I know that, sir. They do have guns in Canada. Don't just say stupid shit like that. You can get guns anywhere. They have guns in China. They have guns in Japan. They have guns anywhere. Just because you have strict gun laws don't mean you can't have guns. In certain situations like that, when you're a celebrity, you can hire security. And that should be very possible, since you have a lot of these people in politics in Canada rolling around with armed security. So you just can't tell me that these people ain't out here with no protection. So I mean, the UK has strict gun laws, but you still see numerous shootings out here of people getting hurt. So I don't want to hear that, sir. But yeah, let me get on from this, and we're gonna get to the story coming from UStoday.com. Yeah, Drake is a troll. He's trying to be something that he really ain't. And the only thing I didn't like about what Rick Ross got in this situation is that he wasn't rolling with a bunch of, you know, I wouldn't just say real people because they was out there, throwing hands, but I would have had a swarm of dudes around me. If you can't have no gun, I would have had some brass knuckles, a knife, something. Like I'd rather have something on me than not have anything on me, because this could be a life or death situation. And when you're dealing with, racist outlaw motorcycle gangs, and you in a different country where the rules are different, I won't be taking no shorts or no losses. When it comes to a situation like this, so you just can't take a chance like that when it comes to your life. So I just had to say that and correct people that don't know no better or try to not know no better. Because if it's a life or death situation when it comes to you or your family, I will protect myself by any means necessary. Because you see mass shootings everywhere, not only in these other countries that have strict gun laws, you see them in the United States of America. And I know Canada and the United States are two different, territories, but everybody should have the right to defend themselves by any means necessary. I don't want to live in no country where you can't be able to practice your Second Amendment rights. And, it's just a lot of crap going on in these different countries where people don't have the right to defend themselves. And, Canada is just a place that I will not be going to no time soon. Number one, I don't have no passport. Number two, I don't want to go to no country where I can't defend myself as a Black American, let alone any Black unquote person in this world. So I just want to set that straight for Mr. Venice Baptiste, whatever your name is, sir. I just wanted you to know where I come from and where my perspective is. Nobody's not bringing a hood mentality to these other countries. You already have violence and chaos in these other countries, especially third world countries, where you have international criminals that are being looked at by Interpol. See, the Hells Angels are a outlaw motorcycle group that expands not only within the United States of America, but they expand through different countries. So they have different thoughts and different perspectives and different things they handle as a 1% outlaw biker group. Yeah, I don't want to go to Canada either. Sorry about that. I had to mute my video because I will be commenting while people are still in the building. But yeah, man, I had to correct this dude. So yeah. Sorry about that. I had to handle something. But yeah, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Thumbs up the video or just put like a smiling emoji in the chat if y'all can hear me, because I'm trying to get my headphones, straight so we can get this thing started. All right, we got 4 people in the building. Y'all can thumbs up the video if y'all can while I'm trying to get my headphones back situated, connected right. It's always something when I try to connect these damn headphones. Trying to make sure that they stay on right because I already charged them and stuff. Oh, Try, what's up, man? That I'm glad you in here, bro. Salute to you, brother. We're gonna be talking about this situation with Rick Ross and Wheelchair Jimmy, aka the waffle color Negro Drake. Drake out here, getting protected by Hell's Angels, outlaw 1% of biker groups. He ain't out here fighting his battles on his own. They was out here jumping people because they was playing the Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, track. But to be fair, they've been playing that song all over the world. You got Chinese people, talking about the song. You got other people in different countries playing the damn song. So it just goes to show you that a lot of people are too caught up in their emotions and too caught up in their feelings. They had this nigga looking like he got exposed. He got caught up in his fucking feelings like tied off on Snowfall. Drake had to get put in that corner, and you got a lot of these dick riders out here taking up for a man who ain't never paid them no mind, ain't never paid them no attention, and they ain't even gave them a piece of bubble gum to, have their breath not stinking. So this just goes to show you that there's more to the story when it comes to this whole situation. But I did put the StreamYard link in the chat. So if anybody want to come in and chop it up, we'll definitely make the video make the video much better if you have people coming in here giving their thoughts and perspective about that. Yeah, I wouldn't even give a fuck about the BET Awards, Q Smooth. You know, it was a coon show last night. You know, Taraji P Henson doing that stupid ass, video with Kamami Harris, aka Shang Tsung. And speaking of real brothers, what's up, Try? How you doing, man?
Yo, what up? What up?
What
What's
up,
good?
gangster? How you doing, man? Long time no
I
see,
I
man.
finally caught you in the evening. I'm like, okay, let me get on here.
Yeah, I ain't like Reg. I ain't no night
Yeah,
person.
yo, I gotta talk to you about that too, because um, Reg is coming back next week. I think he said the 6th. He said
Oh,
I
okay.
was just yeah, he coming back. He's still on vacate, but I'm doing well. I'm trying to set up a live stream on the weekend, like maybe Friday or Saturday, and we're gonna talk about the Beverly Hills Cop 4 dropping on Netflix July 3rd.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do a movie review on that. I'm trying to get Mike on there and Reg if he's available. But and you're welcome to join too if you watch the movie or whatever. But I saw that video this morning with the Rick Ross joint. And like yo, like everybody was saying like yo, he need to fire his security because the fact that it looked like he got slapped. And then that's
Yeah,
when they started fighting, and I'm like, "How do
the
you have
dude,
your security get
the
fucked up
dude,
by,
the
you
dude
know?"
snuffed him. I ain't like that shit. And let me just say something before you go in on the
Mhm.
thoughts and perspective about this, brother. The whole thing I didn't like about it was you in a third world country and you didn't have a lot of security. Now you had one of these idiots in the comment section. This was a couple of minutes ago. He was talking about
Exactly.
Canada having strict gun laws, but I'm like, I mean, these politicians are up there having armed security guards, and they can get guns in the country just like anybody else. It don't really make no difference. Like, come on now.
Facts.
If you're a
Mm.
multi-millionaire and if you have people out here that are trying to do bodily harm to you, but let's just get this shit straight, man. Drake ain't gonna do nothing to nobody because he ain't built like that. I
Facts.
believe Rick Ross will do something to somebody before I ever believe that Aubrey Drake Graham would do something to somebody
Hmm.
physically because this nigga ain't built like that. Those
Right.
dudes out there was basically, hired muscle for Drake because he's out here wearing Hell's Angels memorabilia. He's wearing these niggas shirts, wearing the hoodies. He's out here just repping the Hell's Angels like he just got it like that. Most likely he's using it for protection to
Right.
go around Canada because you might be Canada's number one stunner, but it's certain people that don't like you anywhere you go, and you using
Facts.
1% of biker gangs that always have racist things to say about black people, but you out here
Right.
repping them like you actually one of them. You using them for protection. Like, come on now.
Facts. You're right. You know, and I'm like, we don't know if they were down with Drake, if Drake ordered that to happen, or if they just Drake fans. Because I think a lot of his fans now are starting to act like Trump supporters. Like they in denial. They starting to say, "Oh, he didn't lose the battle. He got waxed. He got washed." Like the number one song, the best song of the year, as far as I'm concerned, is "Not Like Us."
Yeah,
That is the number one song. There's no other song that's topping that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
right.
And they talking about like he's up. He's gonna be eligible for a Grammy. Can you imagine if Kendrick Lamar wins a Grammy for Song of the Year? That's a diss song. That would be crazy.
Yeah, I can
You know
see
what I'm
that
saying?
happening too.
Yeah.
I was saying I could see him winning a Grammy because I really don't give a fuck about the BET Awards. Q was talking about that shit
That
earlier.
was garbage.
I was
That,
I
and
was
and Reg kept hitting me up. I'm like, bro, this shit is trash. I am not going live to talk about that. I'm like, if
I
you want to
keep
go
telling
live, you on your own.
I keep telling this nigga, you've been looking at that shit for years, man. It don't
Yeah,
really mean nothing. Like, it don't mean nothing. It's just a
it
coon
don't
minstrel
mean
show.
shit. It's
You
it's,
give
it's
you
not a it's not a great award show no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Reg, you want to go live, you're gonna be on your own. I ain't talking about it.
BET ain't
Correct?
owned by black folks no more. It's owned by white people, and
Exactly.
you giving loose skeleton built bitches like Tim's and a BET award. Who is that?
Exactly.
He ain't nobody.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like it. I didn't like the whole Usher speech. Now they're saying he got censored because he said shit about Diddy. Like we all know that was gonna happen anyway. I told Reg that's gonna happen. I'm like, yo, watch Usher get on there. He's gonna mention Diddy because Diddy was a part of his career early on. And he's gonna mention shit about that. And that's why he got censored. So half of that speech you couldn't hear because they were censoring what he was saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't care for the performances. I think I liked the Lauryn Hill performance. I didn't like what she was wearing. She got to stop wearing the weird shit like that. But I liked her performance with her son.
I
You
mean,
know,
she always been like that. She sort of, I wouldn't say she give
nah,
me
but
like
she wasn't.
Amber.
Like if you look
Yeah,
at early in the Foodie's career, she was dressing normal.
yeah.
It's only like after she came back from hiding is when she started
Sort of
dressing weird
like
like that.
she getting that Erykah Badu DLC
Yeah,
clothing pack.
yeah. Like she was sweating and everything. I'm like, what is Long Hill wearing? This is like summertime. It's like 110 out in California. You wearing that shit?
Nigga, it's 95 down here in Athens, so nigga, it's basically 100.
You
Nigga,
know what I'm
I'm wearing
saying?
shorts.
And I liked the Victoria Monet's performance, but everything else I wasn't a fan of. There was too much trap, too much drill rap. I was not a fan.
I didn't pay attention to this shit because I didn't even give a fuck about this shit. I wouldn't even be
And
talking about this.
Reg is texting me. I'm like, bro, like if you want to go live, you going live by yourself because I'm not talking about it. I didn't care for the show.
I always talk shit about this shit every time you bring it up. I keep telling you like like people want to actually see like real people win something. You can make your own award show. I really
Right.
don't give a fuck about none of these awards like
Exactly.
that no more. It don't really
I,
bring nothing out.
the Will Smith performance was horrible. I love Will Smith, but that is not the song to come back with. Like these niggas acting like he murdered somebody. I'm like, you slapped Chris Rock. That's all you did. There's nothing to come back from. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing with him performing with the fire around him, and he people saying, oh well, it's a it's like he felt like he was in hell and he's coming. I'm like, he slapped somebody. He didn't go to jail for murdering anybody.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like the person that need to be in that fire is Diddy. Y'all acting like what he did was so bad. I'm like, he slapped somebody. Like Bad Boys 4 is like number one at the box office. He's good.
Yeah.
He don't need to redeem himself. He already did that. You know what I'm saying? Like Oscars banned him for like what 10 years.
He'll
You know
be
what I'm
alright.
saying?
I don't
So
give a fuck about the Oscars like that no
I
more.
didn't like that performance. Him and Kirk Franklin, I didn't like that shit. Um, they people were hating on Taraji's performance in the beginning when she did the Not Like Us
That shit was
spoof or
trash,
whatever.
man. I ain't like that shit. That shit was garbage.
Right. I mean, it was. I mean, it's the number one song, so I expected.
I wouldn't use nobody like no fucking Kamala Harris. She don't know nothing about no black music. She's Asian. Even
Right.
Asian people don't consider her like one of them. Like she's basically Indian. Like
Right.
I don't consider her nothing. Like really.
Facts. Facts. You know what I'm saying? And I just thought it was funny. I didn't, but people were really pissed off about it. They were like, "Nah, she
I would
wasn't
have been pissed
funny."
off too. Like, come on now.
They needed to get the real Kendrick there. Get Kendrick to really perform that song.
I wouldn't even want to perform at the BET Awards. Like it don't
Right.
mean it.
I mean, because he's done it before. You know what I'm saying? Like he's been there before. I think the last performance he did there was with Beyonce.
Man, just go back and look at that Juneteenth pop-up show he did. That's
Yeah.
the only thing I like. Like,
Right.
and I was just doing this video last week. These damn
Mhm.
Mexicans was talking stupid like about this shit. I'm like, they didn't have nothing to do with y'all. Like, come on now.
Right. Right.
Y'all don't know nothing about Juneteenth. You thought it was something that happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma, like with the bombings.
Right.
Like, they don't have nothing to do with Mexicans. Like, why black folks just can't have nothing? You motherfuckers just want to talk stupid. Like, I don't know
Exactly.
none of you motherfuckers out there like in the rap game like that, except the
Right.
OGs and some of the
Right.
new dudes. But most of the time, you niggas just like y'all don't really do nothing. Y'all getting mad at Kendrick about shit that didn't have nothing to do with you.
Right.
I'm gonna let
I
you on.
ain't getting.
I'm gonna let you on in a minute, Q. Let me just get into this story, then. I'm gonna let you on.
But yeah. But the whole show was just whack. I'm like, Reg, you more hype about it than anybody else is.
It's every year with this nigga. I be like,
And I don't
Red,
understand why. I'm like,
you ain't
but I
missing
told, I'm
nothing,
like, I
man.
don't get it. I'm like, bro, you sit up there and you talk about you don't watch the VMAs and this and that, but you hype for BT Awards for what?
I really don't get it why Red keep watching that shit.
Yeah, I wasn't reviewing it, so I told him if you want to go live, you buy yourself on that. I'm good.
Yeah, I've been telling them that ever since we've been knowing each other. I don't care. I don't. It don't
Crazy,
fucking
yo.
bother me. I just roast these. I just be roasting these motherfuckers when they do stupid shit every year. The way they dress, the way they be talking, the way they be botching over their lyrics, like it don't
Mhm.
make sense.
It's not the same no more. Like it meant something years ago, and now it's like you see the bullshit.
Yeah,
You
I
know what I'm
don't put it
saying?
no
And then there was like some beef going on with Party Next Door and Chris Brown and Jeremiah and Bryson Tiller. You heard about that?
no. They need to do a collaboration album together
They
because
they did a they did a new single. Like Jeremiah has a new single featuring
okay.
Chris Brown and Bryson Tiller, and
That's what's up.
allegedly he they used Party Next Door's ex girlfriend in the video, and now he's pissed about it.
I wouldn't even care because Party Next though he a good artist. I'm still waiting on my fucking vinyl to come in. I've been waiting on this shit like a crack fiend. I'm like, damn. But this just like
I
it ain't doing nothing. Like, man, they'll make up. Just do a collaboration album together. Get that money, man.
I don't listen to him, but they were like going back and forth on Twitter. I'm like, this is
They'll be
stupid.
all right. They ain't
Everybody trying to do what Kendrick and Drake
they ain't
did.
gonna
You
do
know what I
nothing.
mean?
They ain't gonna do nothing. They gonna be making music together and making money. That's all y'all gotta do.
Right.
I don't know what's up with all these R&B dudes trying to be tough. Like, come on now, y'all don't gotta be in those situations like that. A lot of these niggas put themselves in shit like that, like this whole Drake Rick
Wilding.
Ross situation. Like, dude, you ain't about that life, bro. You putting yourself.
Exactly.
You even had the Canadian police. Matter of fact, let me get into this damn story. Um,
Oh,
Rick Ross says he can't wait to go back to Vancouver, despite alleged attack at festival. Rick Ross is doing well after the rapper was allegedly attacked at the music festival in Canada over the weekend. The assault reportedly took place after Ross, born William Leonard Roberts II, performed at the Ignite Music Festival in Vancouver on Sunday. Footage of the attack that TMZ already got because they always on some shit. Shared on social media shows a man who appears to be Ross in a verbal dispute with a male festival attendee. Now, I do want to say something before the damn attack happened. Now, you did
Mm.
have those motherfuckers out there who are well known as affiliates of the Hells Angels. They call them the BC Demons, the British Columbia Demons. They're a subgroup of the Hells Angels. If you don't know who the Hells Angels is, you niggas been living under the rock for the past 60 plus years, because that's probably one of the most popular MC one percenter motorcycle gangs in the United States of America and all around the world. They have different chapters all around the world. You might even see some of these motherfuckers in Africa, Asia, the United Kingdom. Like, if you don't know who the Hells Angels is, I suggest you do your work.
I did see one of them with the vest on.
Yeah, they was when they colors. I don't think they
Yeah.
was Hells Angels precisely, but they was the BC Demons.
Right.
They was the BC Demons, and you did have some of the motherfuckers, yelling, racist shit at Ross. And the only thing I didn't like about it was I would have had a swarm of dudes around me. Like, if it was gonna go down, it was gonna be like the Warriors out there. I was gonna have something to protect myself and the people around me. And I do want to say salute to his security man, because they wasn't going out without a fight.
They got
The only
fucked up. What you mean?
I said they wasn't going out without a fight. At least they was
But
out there
they
fighting.
wasn't. But they lost the fight though. It didn't even seem like they were fighting.
I mean, I ain't gonna say that though. You did have some of them dudes throwing hands though. I ain't gonna be up here just talking shit about them though. Because if you outman and outgunned and you getting jumped, you got to just take your lumps and just try to get out of there while you can. Because if it was over here in America where you can practice your Second Amendment rights, I think it
They
would have been much worse for them dudes.
Bro, they picked the right one because I just saw Snoop Dogg was out there with the whole West Coast last week.
Yeah,
And they ain't get into no type of trouble. So Rick Ross, he need to talk to Snoop and Warren G.
yeah. I mean, Drake ain't gonna stay in Canada all the time because simps like that go to strip clubs every 5 seconds. He gonna be somewhere in Florida, and you got dudes out there that'll rap for Ross,
If
and that dude ain't
if
built like
if
that.
if Drake really sent them, now the question is people are gonna start asking, is Drake a racist? Because
I
if
mean,
if if they if that biker gang is racist, then what does that make Drake?
there is a racist biker gang. The Hell's Angels and their affiliates. They have like tons and tons of affiliates that are like they affiliated with them, like
Right.
aligned with them. like the BC Demons. They're one of many like affiliates that are like aligned with the Hell's Angels. The
Right.
Hell's Angels have a history of being racist. They don't allow black people into their outlaw
But
motorcycle
he's
gang.
not. But he's half black. So
That
you
don't
know what I'm
mean that.
saying?
Look, let me just explain something. Drake was born in Canada. He ain't black American. He's Canadian.
Right.
There's a difference, my nigga. And I've been telling people that for the longest. Just cause I love Reg, I like you. But it's a difference between a Caribbean and an African. Y'all do different shit.
Yeah.
The United States of America is way different.
Yep.
And let's just keep it a buck. I ain't trying to make no fuss about this shit. A lot of them Caribbeans don't consider themselves black. They'll consider
Right.
themselves Haitian,
Mm-hmm.
Jamaican, Trinidadian, and some of these Africans. I done heard fucking Somalians talking about they're
They,
white and they black
they,
as charcoal.
and don't forget the Latin. There's some Latin people that consider themselves white.
Yep, a lot of them white, a lot of them white Latinos be treating them Afro Latinos very
Yep.
disrespectful. They got a lot of racism in their caste system. Is very. I mean, Jamaica's caste system is so fucked up. You got Chinese people out here speaking the twang in Jamaica.
Right.
They can't even go to they can't even go to their beaches in Jamaica. Only 1% of the beaches are accessible to the people in Jamaica.
Right.
Like it's a whole lot of political shit down there with the Chinese and the Indians. It's real colonized down there, man.
Facts.
But he don't Drake ain't really like that, man. He don't his dad didn't teach him right. His father failed him, man. And I'm gonna just say that right now. His father failed him to actually teach him something. He teaching about his black side. He knows more about his white side.
Right.
He don't know nothing about being like if he was born in America and actually got like the black American experience of actually knowing where he's from, then it'll be fucked up like 100 times more. But Canada is different than the United States. They do different shit up there, and you know, Pusha T told y'all in the
Uh-huh.
story of Adidon, your father left you at 5.
Yep.
Like he didn't learn shit from him.
Right.
Just keeping it real.
Yeah.
Like he didn't learn shit from this dude, bro.
Yep.
So
That's
I
true.
don't consider Drake black. He just Canadian. I ain't never seen him talk anything positive or talk up on situations that having to do
that
with these
and
mass
that
shootings.
that's what Joe Budden told him. Like his music should be he hasn't evolved. You know what I'm saying? It's like you a father now. You know what I'm saying? It's like what? How did George Floyd's death make you feel? Like shit like that. Ebro from Hot 97 and Joe Budden told him that, and he got mad at them. You know what I'm saying? Like this is shit that people want to hear. They want to hear your thoughts on these things going on in the world, and this is why people fuck with Kendrick.
And let me just say this shit. A lot of these celebrities ain't gonna say nothing about that because they don't want to mess up their bag. And I give you a perfect example. Now I love hip hop. I love this shit. But when you out here like KRS-One lying about the true history and the true, I've been going over this shit for years. MC Shan and Chris, KRS-One,
Right.
both of you motherfuckers disappoint me so much. Now, y'all was the second tier of the second generation of hip hop coming after, the first generation coming from the late 70s to the mid 80s. You mean to tell me that y'all don't know when hip hop started or where it came from? Now let me just keep it a buck 50 out here. You Puerto Rican motherfuckers, y'all wasn't there at the beginning. Y'all was calling that shit Moreno music, Monero music, nigga music. Why you doing all that shit? Y'all wasn't getting down with hip hop until later, into the late 70s, early 80s. That's when y'all came in. Yeah, you had a few at these parties rocking it out, but y'all wasn't doing it like that before the Black Americans was. Now I suggest y'all check out a hip hop document called Microphone Check. That shit'll lay down the true actual history of where hip hop got started at. Not
When is
only
that
in New
coming
York
out?
City, it's already out.
It's
Check out
out.
Microphone Check. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's already out. It's on Blu-ray and everything.
All right.
Like I'm tired of you motherfuckers out here lying and shit, man. It wasn't no motherfucking 50-50. Y'all wasn't here in the beginning of hip hop. Hip hop just didn't just start in the 70s. It was way before that. You
Right,
had people out here doing rhymes, doing actual raps, like way before this shit. Y'all got
right,
in it at a later time, and KRS one know better. He's supposed to be the professor of hip hop. You don't know your history, man. You
right.
don't. You don't know your history.
And I don't like that narrative they doing now with, oh, did Puerto Ricans started, and like, come on, the whole
Hell no.
black and Puerto Rican thing. We're all in it together. It doesn't matter who started it. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to like divide Latin people and blacks, and I don't like all that.
I gotta say something about that because
Oh, okay.
we always been separated. Now hip hop was started and created by Black Americans.
Mhm.
Now I don't mind people coming into hip hop and doing their own thing, trying to put their own perspective on it. But don't forget the true origin and history of your music. Grunge music was started by a Black American woman. You don't never hear a lot of these white grunge artists say anything about the godmother of grunge music. Y'all don't say
Mhm.
nothing about that. Rock and roll music wasn't started by white people. Black
Right.
Americans been doing that since the beginning. Reggae music has a
Mhm.
heavy influence from Black American people. But you don't hear these, you don't really hear a lot of them try to give they, respect, except the older people. They actually tell you the true history of reggae music coming from their country, about the radio signals came from the United States of America. They was listening to Black American music. You go back to early reggae music, they doing covers of Smokey Robinson, the Temptations. They getting their style and persona from Black American people. So the history of hip hop music definitely has its origins and definitely has Black American roots. They wasn't doing that shit at the true essence and beginning of hip hop. They wasn't doing
Right.
none of that shit.
Right.
Asians wasn't doing none of that shit. Caribbeans wasn't doing none of that shit. And Jamaicans, y'all motherfuckers know better. Y'all niggas wasn't even listening to hip hop back then. You play that shit at a damn reggae party, you liable to get killed.
Yep.
And I ain't lying about that. Like
Yep.
y'all wasn't doing that shit. Like y'all was doing that shit possibly in the late 80s, 90s. That's
Mhm.
when y'all really got into it. Y'all wasn't
Yeah.
doing that shit like that
So
in the 80s.
that's when you really like '90s is when you really started to see like the fusion of dancehall and hip hop.
And a lot of these Caribbean artists, you wouldn't even know they was fucking Jamaican until they said nothing. I
Yeah.
didn't know Biggie was Jamaican
Yep.
until I looked at the Notorious movie.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't know this shit if they didn't say nothing. Busta
Busta
Rhymes, his
Rhymes.
bitch
Yep.
ass.
Yep.
His ass wasn't saying nothing about this shit back in the 90s when he was with Leaders of the New School a couple
But
years ago.
he's done dancehall collabs with artists, but that was when he was a solo artist.
Yeah, he wasn't talking shit about Black Americans. Y'all don't got no
Right.
culture. Hip hop started in Jamaica. Never, nigga.
Right.
You wasn't saying that back in the 90s. None of you
Facts.
motherfuckers was saying that shit. Salute to Trick, man. He's
That,
Trinidadian.
right.
At least he came in and put his own thoughts and own style into the hip hop shit. I can
Mm-hmm.
respect him and real brothers like him. Dougie Fresh. I didn't know he
Right.
was from I didn't know he was from the Bahamas. I never knew
Yep.
that.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't know that shit until they said something. And
Yep.
you got this nigga MC Shan out here talking. They saying this nigga from the Caribbean. I never knew that neither.
Right. Cool Herc. Cool. I think Cool Herc is Jamaican too.
He Cool Herc even tell you he didn't create hip hop. He
Right.
tell you that he got his style from the Black American DJs. He learned
Right.
from them. Cause when he came to America, he was dressing like a nigga in Jamaica. You
Right.
know this shit wasn't gonna fly. Man, y'all went through this shit in school. If you coming from an immigrant background, you coming at school in a church shoes and all that shit, you gonna get roasted, bro. You gotta step your game up. Yeah, you gonna get
Yeah.
roasted, but once you start the Jones back and get your clothing game up with, you gonna be cool. But you
Facts.
just can't be out here talking about, oh, these niggas were calling me an African booty scratcher when I was 5 years old. I don't like you niggas.
Oh
Like,
man.
it don't make no sense, bro. Everybody got called an African booty scratcher back in the 70s, 80s. Like, come on now. This niggas be 45 years old out here still having hatred and vitriol for Black Americans. Like,
Yeah.
it don't make no sense, bro.
But it's like the narrative now is like this whole thing with Fat Joe even commenting on. I'm like, bro, like this whole thing with Latin people starting hip hop or blacks. It's like I don't like all that, man, because it's like we all in this. We all the minority. This was hip hop is our music. You know what I'm saying? It's like we created this shit from the streets, and it's like We don't. It's bad enough you got these corporate, companies and people making billions of dollars off of our what we started, and it's like it's like if we don't preserve this culture, they're gonna take it for theirs, and you'll be hearing people say, "Oh, Jack Harlow's the best MC all time," and you can't let that happen. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Eminem came in, he did his numbers, and then I think really Eminem showed that mainstream Caucasian artists could sell if you got talent. If you're not a Vanilla Ice with one hit, you know what I'm saying? Eminem changed that perception because before him it was Vanilla Ice that was a Caucasian rapper and he wasn't welcomed and he sold millions and he had one hit. But once Eminem hooked up with Drake, he changed that perception of Caucasian MCs. You know what I'm saying? And if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't have G Easy out there or a Yellow Wolf, or Jack Harlow. You know what I'm saying? It's like Eminem really changed that perception for white MCs to come in the game and do their thing. But you still gotta have talent. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
all I gotta say is respect the true history, man. The shit
Right,
does matter. Cause if I say that I started Latin music was definitely influenced by Black American music, just like Latin jazz. Latin jazz got its influence with Black Americans.
right.
Everybody get influenced, but tell the true history. I don't like that shit, man. Like, I don't like that shit, and that's why I be roasting these motherfuckers, man. I lost so much respect for Fat Joe, man, KRS-One, MC
Mm,
Shan. Rest in peace to Big Pun, man. He actually
yeah,
gave props to the Black Americans that taught him the
exactly,
game. Cool G rap. Like, if you
exactly.
gonna be in this hip hop shit, tell the true history of the music.
Right.
Tell where it actually came from.
And look
Like,
at look at all the artists that Pun collaborated with on his first album. Busta Rhymes, Funkmaster Flex is on there, Black Thought is on there, Wyclef is on there. Like he knew what it was. It wasn't none of that this rhetoric about Latins starting hip hop or blacks. That wasn't a thing back then. So I don't know why they even trying to make this a narrative now.
they doing this shit because the Olympics coming up. They trying to use different people from different cultures to represent, the
Right,
music.
right,
But you just can't try to get rid of the Black Americans. We started this shit.
right,
My influence is with me in my origins being from America, because I don't know nothing besides being a United States citizen.
mm,
Black Americans are the most influential people on the face of this earth. Always been duplicated. You got motherfuckers in Africa right now dressing like they from New York. Telling you, man. You got Asians in Japan rapping like they Project Pat, 3 6
crazy,
Mafia. Like, where's the real where's really good? Like, come on, man. Like, tell the fucking truth. Stop lying.
crazy.
Stop lying about. Just tell the truth history. When real people out here telling the true history of hip hop and where it started at, you always have these niggas coming from these third world countries trying to put their own thoughts and perspective in it. None of you motherfuckers were doing that shit.
Right.
Y'all wasn't doing none of that shit, man. I can't name you a lot of Asian artists. Yeah, you got into it later, but y'all wasn't doing it
Mhm,
at the beginning. Like, where the true
mhm.
essence was at. Y'all wasn't there when
Yeah.
Sugar Hill Gang was out here. Funky 4+1, Cool Mo D, LL
We-
Cool J. Y'all motherfuckers wasn't around, man.
there's not enough Asian artists in hip hop, and that needs to change. Because they have a huge following when it comes to hip hop. There's a lot of Asian fans, but we don't see their own people as artists in the genre for whatever reason.
I'm gonna just keep it a buck about
Mhm.
them. A lot of that shit is trash. It coming from a lot of these Japanese artists. I done seen Japanese artists up here rapping like the Migos.
Oh
I done
Lord.
seen a lot of these. It's basically they basically copying Black American hip hop artists. It
Mhm.
really not cool.
Right.
I don't like a lot of that shit over there. Like, you might have some artists that actually good, but a lot of them just copying Black Americans. Let me
Right.
give you a perfect example. Burner
Mhm.
Boy.
Mhm.
Burner Boy, I can't stand that motherfucker. He's
Really, you don't
talking
like
about
them?
black. He's talking about Black Americans don't got no culture, but you dressing up like Black Americans. You doing music
Exactly.
videos like
Exactly.
Black Americans. You dressing up like Lil Jon.
Hmm.
You don't
He
have
got his
nothing.
hair.
You don't
He
even
got his
say,
hair dreaded like Migos and shit.
yeah.
Wow.
Africans then and you are you done got me started, man. We supposed to be talking about this
But
Rick Ross and
for
Drake
him,
shit.
it's like if he, I didn't. I'm surprised you said that because like for him to say that, it's like yo, you have American artists on your album, bro. You got J Cole and GZA on your album.
He just using them for the clout, cause let's just keep it
Yeah.
real, man. Nobody gives a fuck about Burna Boy. I seen a video of him in a damn stadium. That shit was
Mhm.
like a damn AA meeting. You barely had people in that motherfucker.
I think he's a good artist. I'm surprised you said shit like that though.
Now, I'm
You know
not
what I mean?
surprised because a lot of these Africans be talking out the side of the neck. They've been like
Yeah.
that for decades. This shit
Yeah.
ain't new. They
Yeah.
they have a disdain for hating Black Americans, but want to come to America talking shit about Black Americans when you have conflicts and civil wars in your damn country. And this nigga Nigerian. Now, don't get me started on the country Nigeria.
Right.
Nigeria was named after a white woman. You let a white woman name y'all damn country. You got the British, the Chinese, the Belgium. You got everybody over there reaping the benefits in Africa except Nigerians. And this
Right.
nigga has the nerve to talk shit about Black Americans, them not actually having no culture. Nigga, please. I don't like that dude, man. You don't
Oh
do
my
nothing
lord.
for me, bro. I know that's Red's cousin or something, but I don't give two fucks about the nigga. I never have, never would. I ain't even trying to
Yeah.
be funny, man. Like
That
I
ain't
know
his
you niggas.
cousin. Red just fucking lying. That's not his
I don't
cousin.
be knowing what these niggas are. You know how these. I almost said. Let me be quiet. I don't know. I don't know that he
Oh
said they're
man.
related, so I don't know.
He's full of shit. If he was related to Burna Boy, he would have been on his live stream already.
Man, Red can do better. If they actually are related, you don't need no dude like that on your side.
Okay.
A lot of
Shit.
these niggas just be talking out the side of their neck, man. I
Mm-hmm.
don't respect a lot of you niggas, man. I don't respect you dudes because you too much of a coward to come to America and talk shit, but you don't want to go back and fight for your people.
Yeah, but they want to run to this country when they country is in war and shit and turmoil.
Shit,
You know,
Yeah.
the
they
damn
want to run over here for a better life.
the damn Congo going through a damn civil war right now.
Uh huh.
I don't see a lot of Congolese people over there trying to help your people.
Right.
A lot of shit going on in the Caribbean.
Crazy.
I don't see Busta Rhymes going over there. I don't see
Exactly.
Kodak Black going over there. I don't
Exactly.
see Uncle Luther Campbell. That mush
Is he
mouth ass
Jamaican?
nigga. He's from the I think his roots go to the Bahamas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't see that. I don't see that
Wow.
mush mouth ass nigga talking about trying to help his people.
I saw he was but he's chilling at a Chicago Cubs game last week.
Man, that nigga can barely walk to his damn mailbox to get his mail without adult supervision. He's not
Yeah.
the smartest. He's not the smartest person in the world.
Crazy
He's
man.
not smarter than a fifth grader. Cause that nigga done said a lot of stupid shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, let me get back to this damn Rick Ross Drake situation. USA Today reached out for the representatives for the Ignite Music Festival and the Vancouver Police Department for comment. On Monday, Rick Ross shared a photo of himself on his Instagram story in which he could be seen posting in front of a jet plane. The Champagne Moments MC did not mention the attack in the post. Vancouver, it was fun. Till next time, he wrote. He said, Rick Ross addressed the alleged altercation at the music festival in a statement to TMZ published Monday. The rapper said no one on this team suffered any serious injuries following the assault. According to the outlet, Vancouver is a beautiful city, and I can't wait to go back, he added.
Wow.
Oh
He
wow.
ain't coming back there. If he do, it's gonna be with different security.
I don't like going to. I don't want to go to no countries where their gun laws are strict.
Right.
I don't like moving around like that.
Me
Right.
neither.
With me living in the state of Georgia, niggas be toting they power tools all the time. That's why I don't like New York. New York got some strict gun laws. I don't want to stay up there.
Oh Lord.
It's real fucked up.
We
And
we need it because these niggas out here is just crazy. So we need strict
I
gun
can't
laws
say
here.
that. I think everybody should have the right to defend themselves, man. Because if you live in it's the whole immigrant crisis up there. Thank you, Eric Adams. A lot of them motherfuckers up there are just going crazy. People should have the right to defend themselves, man. Like at
Bro,
least
if that happened, it would be like the purge. You know
I
what I'm
wouldn't.
saying?
I wouldn't say that because it's already fucked up out here for people. And I think if people working hard trying to do their jobs, you should have the right to defend yourself.
Oh boy.
I don't take no chances. Man, we done seen crazier shit in these countries that allegedly had strict gun laws. A couple of years ago, the Japanese prime minister got killed with a homemade shotgun in Japan.
Right.
I reported on that video like a couple of years ago. Like you have shootings in the UK, London. They have strict gun laws. Shit,
In
they be on
Haiti,
the top.
Haiti, they killed who was it? Aristide they killed in Haiti.
Yeah, the president.
Yeah.
No, there was an inside job.
Oh, inside job.
You had Colombian mercenaries. They got paid to do that shit.
Oh,
yeah,
that's crazy.
They still over there with the whole They still over there with the whole conflict with the dude barbecue. So I wouldn't want to move. I wouldn't want to move to no country if you can't defend yourself. If I was running shit, each state should have the right to defend themselves. Yeah, you can have certain restrictions on certain weapons though, but like if you're a person that ain't never got in trouble, you shouldn't have to go through loops and holes to get your carry permit because we don't need.
They just want to make sure. I think they just want to make sure that it's going in the right hands.
It is going in the right hands. You see crazier people out here having all types of artillery and guns, and a motherfucker can't even get nothing to defend themselves with. So if you're gonna have criminals out here doing shit like that, why not have somebody out here who ain't never did nothing having the right to defend themselves? I done seen kids run up in school shooting people. I seen that all throughout the whole country. But you can't have people out here defending themselves. If you can have the nuts and the balls to go up in these schools, to go up in these grocery stores and start killing innocent people, then why shouldn't you have the power to defend yourself?
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I just didn't like the whole situation. He should have had armed security, man, because you don't see the president rolling around with armed security. I mean, Joe Biden is a senile sickle cell motherfucker. You don't see him rolling around without armed security. Like what person would roll around
if
that?
If that biker gang had guns, Rick Ross would have been dead right now.
Yeah,
you know,
just because Canada has strict gun laws, they have all types of crime going on up there.
Yeah.
Don't get that twisted.
They got gangs up there too.
They still can get access to guns.
Guns
are accessible everywhere in the world. They got guns in China.
Yeah,
they got guns anywhere in the world. And I think us as black people, not only in America but in the world where you under the system of white supremacy, you used to be able to practice any law to defend yourself. If these motherfuckers are gonna be out here killing innocent people, fucking with people's kids, then you should have the right to defend yourself.
Facts.
But yeah, let me get back to this story. The conflict at the festival reportedly began after Ross closed his set by playing "Not Like Us," a diss track by Kendrick Lamar aimed at the Canadian rapper Drake. Per TMZ, the song can be heard playing in the background footage of the attack. Let me see. Ross and Drake have traded musical bars recently. Ross released the diss track "Champagne Moments" in April, which was later followed up by Drake's "Push Up" just days later. These niggas think they the locks and fucking D Block and shit. The locks and state property. They just going back and forth and shit. Now there's a beef that could have ended and niggas getting killed. They should have did a collaboration album together. That shit would have just locked that shit down. That's another story for another day, cause nigga be saying thug tears about these albums that we didn't get, but let me go on to the next story. Let me go see if I can find some more information on it. All right. Let me see. All right, I got this story coming from the Vancouver Sun. It's saying that why is Drake wearing a Hell's Angels support hoodie in this photo? And I'll show y'all the photo right here. Oh, you got your boy Travis Scott in the photo too.
Okay.
Wow.
Yep. He's showing his support for them Hell's Angels. It don't surprise me coming from a nigga that wear blackface.
Yeah,
let
that's
me
why Pusha
see.
T exposed him.
Yeah. Wait for that Clips album to come out, man. I'm ready for that shit. I'm glad you
Oh
brought that
yeah.
shit up, boy. Woo.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah, nigga.
That's gonna be heat.
I'm ready for that. We can hear
That's
all them
gonna be fire.
cafeteria. We can hear all them cafeteria beats.
I need Pharrell and Chad on that album though.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Neptunes.
Y'all need to make up like Harley Notes, man. Just
Yeah,
kiss
for
each other and
sure.
just make up, bro.
For sure.
But let me go on with this story with wheelchair Poppy. BC's top gang cop said that they're concerned about the message Toronto rapper Drake is sending to his fans by wearing the support gear of a violent motorcycle gang. In a photo posted August 21st to US rapper Travis Scott Instagram account, 31-year-old Drake, whose real name is Aubrey Drake Graham, Aubrey, can be seen sitting beside Scott, hopefully not touching him in inappropriate ways, allegedly. Wearing a dark colored hoodie with Toronto embezzled across the chest above a circular logo bearing the slogan "Support Downtown Big Red Machine" and the number 81. 8 stands for H and one stands for A in the alphabet. HA means Hell's Angels. That's why they got the 8 in the one. So he's basically representing this outlaw motorcycle group, the Hell's Angels, by
Right.
wearing their clothing. Both are well-known references to the Hell's Angels Motorcycle Club. The hoodie Drake is wearing likely came from Route 81 Toronto, which sells Hell's Angels merchandise online and at a store on Carlaw Avenue, including a $120 embroidered hoodies with the same circular logo. Having the store's Instagram account reposted the photo of Drake wearing the hoodie. The store did not return calls this week. The photo have received more than 1.1 million likes from his Instagram users by Thursday.
Wow.
And you
Oh
said,
wow.
and you got the staff sergeant Lindsay Hoganton of BC's British Columbia's anti-gang combined forces special enforcement unit. He pointed out to Drake's statues as a role model, allegedly, for youth and children, holder of a key to the city. They gave this nigga a key to the city.
Is he?
For
I
Canada?
don't think he is in Canada.
They gave him the key to the city of Toronto,
Oh, that's wild.
and
Oh Lord.
they made him the global ambassador for the Toronto Raptors basketball team.
Oh yeah, Drake, yeah. Cause he be at the games, the home games.
Yeah, them niggas gonna have bad luck. The Drake curse is
Mm,
real, man. With these, you bet I never wear no damn Georgia Bulldogs clothes, nigga.
right?
We don't need to be cursed. Every time
Right.
he wears somebody's clothing, they don't win nothing. So
Hmm.
we don't want to see you wearing
And
no New
and
York Knicks
you heard about
jerseys.
the bets he do on the teams the teams lose?
I ain't heard nothing about that.
Yeah, because he been betting for like years. So he bet on the Dallas Mavs to win the finals and they lost. And he lost like $500,000 or some shit like that.
He
So
trying to go.
whatever team that Drake is betting on in the Super Bowl, bet on the other team.
He trying to go broke like Bruno Mars and shit. Damn.
Yo,
Hoganton is questioning why Drake, with his massive fan base and influence, would wear the branding of an international criminal organization whose members have been convicted of drug trafficking and extremely violent offenses, including very high-profile gang wars where children were killed and murders across the globe.
that's all for
Wow.
his street cred. That's all to build up his street cred. That's all that's
Now,
about.
let me just say something here. You got to be a stupid ass motherfucker to be running around wearing 1% of motorcycle gangs memorabilia, especially the fucking Hells Angels. These people are a worldwide international criminal organization. You mean to tell me that you couldn't get nobody with less stature to be around you as an affiliate? First of all, you being a multimillionaire, you shouldn't even want to put yourself in an environment in a hostile environment like that. But I guess he's trying to prove himself because his black card has been taken a long time ago, and he got to make off-brand Disney Channel diss tracks and shit. But this just goes to show you that a nigga like Drake would do anything, and I do mean anything, no Diddy,
Right.
to be down and try to act like he's somebody that he's never been. Like, you's a good artist. Just be who you gonna be. If you're gonna be a simp, be the best simp that you can be, and just keep out of the damn limelight. I don't give a fuck how many of these porn stars you getting pregnant. Just put out the music. I don't care about this shit that's going on with you allegedly having another child and you having your dad dress up like one of the off-brand members of the Gap band. I don't care about that. I don't. It don't make no sense, man. This nigga is affiliating himself with a worldwide criminal organization that has been charged with drug trafficking, extortion, numerous killings all around the world, and you just added more gasoline fuel to the fire with this whole Rick Ross situation that you in with. Cause let's just be real, man. If I had to put my money on either Drake or Rick Ross, I'm taking Ricky Rose all day.
Same.
Me too.
Same. He makes better albums than Drake.
Like you walking into a battle that you clearly can't win, man.
Yeah.
It's something that about you that you just try to prove to people that you can't beat, that you actually about that life. You ain't never been like that. You ain't never been like that your whole entire career. I don't know what type of stuff you've been doing over the past couple of years. You got a couple of muscles under your chest, and you think you just big bad bold like that. You got the cornrows. You up here throwing up the sixes, and you got the owls out there. You know, just coming back, just sending you messages and shit. But it ain't making you look good, man. It's not looking good for this dude, man. You up here liking the damn video, like you just snitching on yourself, bro. You shouldn't have said nothing about it. You should have just bowed out, threw in the white flag, and just said, "Look, Kendrick, you won. I'm just gonna let you have it. I'm gonna bow out. I'm gonna go away and just take a break for a while and just come back as a bigger and better person."
Right.
It's too much dirt out there for you. It's too much dirt out there on this dude to be acting like he's big, bad, and bold. Like it don't make no sense.
Man.
Toronto police spokesman Mark Puglisi said that because no one is suggested Drake is breaking the law by wearing the supportive gear, it would be inappropriate for the force to comment. I will leave it up to others for comment on his clothing choices. Puglisi said, "Ask about the Drake photo." Rick C., a Hell's Angel spokesman in British Columbia, said only, "I don't think there's anything to talk about." Translation: this nigga is paying us money to protect him, so we ain't gonna say nothing about it.
Right.
Request for comment from Drake's publicist and agent wasn't returned. Let me see. Hugerton said he believes there is no way Drake put the hoodie on without realizing what message he was sending. He ain't that stupid. If you don't know who the Hell's Angels are, man, especially in Canada, like,
Right.
come on now,
What we doing?
you will have to be you will have to be living under a rock, especially back east, to not know who the Hell Angels are. He said. Hugerton said he was also concerned about Drake's use of the number 81 in a verse of his song God's Plan, which some people believe is a reference to Kobe Bryant scoring 81 points against the Raptors during a game in 2006, but which others believe is a nod to the game. 50 dub, I even got it tatted on me, 81. They'll bring the crashers to the party, and you know me. So this nigga is representing the Hell's Angels in his music.
Right.
Drake commented on the Scott photo from his own Instagram account, which has 46 million followers, with "Wow, VVV rare 81 crashers," suggesting Hugerton's interpretation of the lyric is accurate. For him to use the term 81, everyone knows that it stands for Hell's Angels, HA. Hugerton said their branding, their name, the death head are used to intimidate, cause fear, and all of that, which we and many other police agencies have talked about for many, many years. Hugerton said his unit hasn't reached out to Drake, and he doesn't plan to, but he'll be happy to chat about the Hells Angels' concerns with Drake if he's called. He said gangsters laugh at such displays, and when their members show up at public events, such hockey games, wearing the game's colors, just like they showed up with the situation with Rick Ross.
Right.
Hugerton said it is common knowledge that money generated from the sale of support gear is used for Hell's Angels Defense Fund, which helped its members fight charges for murder and other crimes. While it may be crazy and not very connected, if someone drops $20 or $30 on a hat or a T-shirt or sticker in Origiate, we're talking about a lot of money. It's a global brand. It is most likely generates a significant amount of money.
Oh wow.
Crazy, man.
I don't get this nigga, man. I don't get this nigga. Why would you associate yourself with people like that? Not only with the Hells Angels by wearing their clothes, but trying to take credit for the situation what happened with Rick Ross and these BC Demons, because they're an affiliate of the Hells Angels.
You need the street cred. That's what Kendrick was talking about. You need the street cred. That's why he aligned himself with that biker gang.
It
You
it
know,
don't make no sense, bro. It don't
yeah.
make no sense.
They're not like us.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put that in the chat. Hashtag they not like us.
Yep. He
Drake is
need that.
Drake
Drake,
is
Drake. We all know Drake ain't like about that life. That's why he aligned himself with real gangsters and killers and shit. You know, I don't see what's that going to do for his career though. Like aligning yourself with the biker gang. What does that mean? So he's still gonna do pop records?
it ain't gonna do a damn thing. He's most likely using them for security or
Right,
muscle when he goes
right,
to certain places in Canada. But I'm saying, out of all people, why the fuck
hmm
would you use the Hells Angels?
right,
Everybody knows that motorcycle gangs, especially 1%er gangs, don't affiliate themselves with black people like that.
hmm
They don't consider themselves um like in that type of world. Like the motorcycle 1%er
right.
like world is way different than what the shit that Drake be talking about. So it's
hmm
just two different places that you definitely don't want to see yourself in.
Right.
But I guess that's his white side coming out on him, man. He's
Yeah.
trying to be accepted by these white folks.
Yep.
So he can't get with the black folks because they not like us.
Right.
So he gotta go to
And
his mom. He gotta go to
and
his
and
white
why
side.
and if that was really him that did that to Rick Ross, why you didn't do that to Kendrick? Why you didn't do that to Pusha T? You know.
First of all, ain't nobody gonna be touching Kendrick after that Juneteenth pop up
Right.
celebration. They wasn't touching him then, and they definitely ain't touching him now, man. And two, Pusha T already bodied you years ago.
hmm
You don't want that type of heat on you again, man. It's certain shit that you shouldn't be doing in real life, let alone in music. I'm just say that.
Right.
And plus, you Jimmy from the Grassy. We know you as wheelchair Jimmy. You ain't built like that, bro. Like, stay in your lane, man. Like, I wouldn't even want to see myself in that type of
Funny.
environment with people like that, man. You
In
got
fact,
enough money to hide security and be straight.
facts.
And if you got houses in America, you can get your gun license in certain states. It still had the security around you. Like, it don't make no sense with this dude, man. Like, you in a better position than a lot of people in the rap game wish they could be in. You
Right.
done had a lot of success for over the past 10 plus years. Why would you throw that all away in this situation with Rick Ross? Like, we know that y'all was going back and forth, sending shots at each other, but a lot of this shit just get out of hand. The same shit that happened with Tupac and Biggie. I'm not trying to
hmm
put that on the same level though, but we have been through numerous situations like this for the longest. I just did a live stream video on one of these Florida rappers getting killed on his damn birthday.
hmm
Yeah, some dude named Julio Fulio.
Wow.
Just did a situation about this nigga. He got killed on his birthday.
Crazy.
I did a whole live stream video talking about this nigga getting killed on his damn birthday for him disrespecting the dead. This matter of fact, I'm gonna put the damn video in the chat for y'all. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Julio Fulio.
I
You
never heard
remember
of him.
yeah, a lot of these dudes you ain't never heard of. You don't hear from these dudes until they dead.
Right.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna put the damn video in the chat. he and in the video he's using the what's that song called? You know the you know the song that they were singing off White Chicks with the
I
piano and shit.
forgot. Nah, I ain't see White Chicks in forever. I forgot.
I'm gonna put the link to his
What
video.
song was they singing in White Chicks?
You remember when they was in the car? Then when
Nope.
it first came on, they were singing
I
it.
don't remember. I only saw that movie one time, yo. I don't remember like shit from that movie.
Okay. Yeah, here's the link right here to the video. The song is called When I See You. You see this dude at a cemetery just disrespecting the dead, his ops and shit. You know how some of these new age rappers be
Yeah,
disrespecting the dead, pouring liquor on the you know grave site, disrespecting the family,
right.
doing all that type of doing that Takashi 6ix9ine shit. But yeah, here's the link to the video in the in the chat, and it's on the screen for you to
Right.
check it out. The you know the chick who made the making my way downtown, walking fast, is passing the phone down.
Nah, hold up. What the fuck is that?
Let me let me look up this damn song. Cause I
It's a chick that's singing it.
yeah, it's
I don't know.
her name is Dunn. Her name is Dunn Bayer. When I Miss You,
I
you know
never.
the song with the piano.
I don't remember that song. I gotta hear the song then.
Yeah,
If I don't remember the song.
I'm gonna put the link in the chat. It's not the link on the screen.
All right.
But wait a couple seconds. I'm gonna put another link to it in the chat. He's using her sample in his music video to diss his damn the diss his dead ops and talking crazy about him and shit.
Right.
Here's the link right here. Now I want you to check I want you to go to the video and check it out. Check out that song from the link on the screen. Then
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you to check out the other song. I'm gonna just switch the link out. But yeah, man, a lot of these people just playing dangerous games, man. Drake know he don't. Drake know he don't want these problems, man.
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm.
Drake in the connection to the Hells Angels. In this diss track, he puts a Montreal Hells Angel president in the video to show that if Kendrick fucks around, he's gonna find out. This is coming from Reddit, and this was a month ago. So let me go to this. It said that I know from some. He says that I know from some famous European black rappers that people who belong to the Hells Angels won't accept any black people as a prospect. Only hang around if they have connection. But most likely they are white people. There are white people and they are racist, except in some European countries where there are chapters that are mixed. So how come he's showing it to the MV? Because he also thinks he's white off camera.
That's funny.
Yep. In Drake's song God's Plan, he literally says 50 dub. I even got it tatted on me. Okay, I already said that.
So,
In this diss track, he puts Montreal Hells Angel president in the video. This
oh, so
nigga,
then he's like a member of them now, right?
man, they do that. They're not gonna allow him to be no
Why
damn
not?
Hells
Was
Angel.
isn't like the game and Jim Jones like Bloods and shit?
No, I'm telling you, motorcycle gangs are different than
They're
street
different.
gangs. Hell's Angels ain't finna allow no black people in their damn group.
But he's
It ain't
not
never
fully
been.
black. That's the thing.
No, man. Look, if you know the history of the Hell's Angels, they
Uh,
don't have black members. This is a 1%er outlaw biker gang. They ain't allowing no black folks in their
so
group.
does Drake identify himself as being white too?
Drake is just Drake. He don't have his blackness ain't never been. His paperwork is dirty, bro. It's too much shit out there with this dude. He's not. He's Canadian. He's
He's
not.
Canadian. He's Canadian, and he's half black, which is probably why he don't talk about social issues because he don't go through that type of shit like how black people do.
He was born in Canada. The
Right,
whole his whole upbringing wasn't like his father.
right,
His father is a black American, from what
right,
I know. If he was born in America, he probably would have had a better sense of knowing his true origins of his so-called black American side. But he's basically Canadian. He ain't black American. He
right.
was born
But
in Canada. He ain't like that. He's more in tune with his white side. He
right.
try to act like he's like that, but he's not. He come off as corny.
hmm And
And
that's
you
always been that the number one issue that the hip hop heads have with him. You know, he does corny shit like that. So it's like that to me right there is the main reason why you don't ever hear in conversation when people say Kendrick and J. Cole, they don't mention Drake. Because number one, they don't feel like he's fully embedded in the hip hop culture. And then it's like then you got that whole thing with that Ghost Rider rumor ruined his career to me. Because once that come out, especially in this age now, it's like you're done. But that was like a taboo back in the day. Like you could not have a Ghost Rider and you was considered like one of the best that was out. Like if Nas came out, if Nas had that rumor, he would have been his career would have been over.
and
We
let's
wouldn't
just
even be talking about him right now. But the fact that he had that Quentin Miller rumor come out years ago, that to me is what ruined him.
let's just keep it a buck 50. Back then, you couldn't have nobody biting off your rhymes, biting off your style, and having a ghostwriter. Yeah, you had people helping with certain things though, but
Mm-hmm.
most of the time you came from your heart and came
Mm-hmm.
from your own perspective. You had to tell your own story. Can't no ghostwriter tell your story like you can when you get on that microphone.
Yep.
And I'm going through these sites. He had one of the leaders of the Hell's Angels in the Family Matters video, and it's saying that he had one of the members of the Hell's Angels at the end of the Family Matters music video. It's saying it right here. It shows Drake taking with it says that it shows Drake talking with one of the leaders of the Hell's Angels, West End leader. Originating from Cali, the hoods of Cali cannot compete with the Angels, and Drake been tied in with them. It's about to get real ugly. He's affiliated with these dudes. He's basically like
Mm-hmm.
a he basically like promoting the Hells Angels about wearing their shit
Right.
in different music videos. So he's basically associated with these dudes. He'll never be a full-fledged member because he ain't built like that.
Right.
A 1% of outlaw motorcycle group, they do criminal shit. This ain't no
Facts.
kiddie shit, man. The Hells
Facts.
Angels is a international, worldwide motorcycle organization. Drake
That's why I
ain't
don't
never,
I don't he that has to be for just security purposes because if he's doing that like for like a harder image, it's not gonna fly. You
yep.
know?
And it's saying that they run the distribution for the mob in Canada. So most likely
Right.
the Hells Angels been associated with these Canadian mafia groups for decades, and they've been doing the distribution of drugs and other things throughout Canada. So
Mm-hmm.
by you associating yourself with that shit, it's stupid as fuck.
Right. Exactly.
And I do want to say something too. Rick Ross baby mama, you ain't shit. I swear to God, man.
What she
I don't
say?
know. See out here laughing at the situation about like, come on, man. I don't know what type of shit you and Rick Ross is going through, but that's not cool.
Is that the same one that years ago she did the sex tape and 50 Cent made a website and put it on there?
I think this the different shit. Let me look
Oh,
it
it's a
up.
different one? Oh, okay. Wow.
Let me see if I can look it up on Google.
That's crazy.
I probably gotta go to YouTube. Let me see if I can look it up. You got everybody and their mama reacting to the music video. You had Bobby Smurder, skinny Tootsie Roll, body built ass, reacting to the video. I'm like, nigga, when you gonna put some more music out?
Facts.
you been ice cold for the longest. The last time I seen
Uh-huh.
this nigga was in a video when he was doing Batty Boy poses in a chair and shit. I'm like, yeah, this nigga,
Uh,
this nigga, it they not like us. That nigga's Jamaican too. I don't get these niggas, man. They just be doing weird shit, bro. Like
yeah,
be just doing all type of Batty
I
Boy
don't get it.
shit, man. It's crazy, bro. You making your Jamaican people look bad.
Facts.
You had Whack 100 glazed on that face ass out here reacting to the video. I'm like, nigga, what you gonna do? You was out here trying. This nigga was out here trying to post bail for Keefy D a couple of
I
days
heard
ago.
about that. Yeah, the judge denied the bill.
Yeah, like nigga. First of all, where you get the money from?
Exactly.
You supposed to be a truck driver. You ain't making that
Nah,
type of money like
they
that. Game ain't
they ain't
selling no
letting
record.
that nigga. They're not gonna let that nigga post bill anyway. His trial coming up soon.
Talking about he had a $750,000 bill. Nigga, you ain't have that. Game ain't selling no records like that. Blueface locked up, nigga. Where you getting your money from?
Right.
Snitch 9, he's somewhere getting beat up in the DR. Like, come on, man.
Oh man,
Let me see. Let me see if I can find this shit.
snitch nine.
The more less said about that nigga, the better. I feel for myself for bringing this nigga's name up, man. You just need to fall out like Jenga blocks.
Facts.
Let me see if I can find this shit. Cause everybody, cause everybody and their mama talking about this shit. Rick Ross' baby mama Tia Kemp reacts to his altercation in Canada for playing Not Like Us. My thing is, why y'all niggas get mad for him playing the damn song? They've been playing it all around the world. You even had Drake at one of his shows playing this shit.
Uh-huh.
Like, this kind of ass backwards. Like, y'all riding Drake's dick that quick? He giving y'all that good? Crazy, bro. But yeah, man, you got his baby mama out here just doing stupid shit. Like, you need that
Right.
child support that bad?
Crazy. I
You
don't
making a
understand why he jumped in the beef anyway. It had nothing to do with him and Game jumped in the beef and it had nothing to do with them. You know what I'm
baby.
saying? It's like this is how the East Coast West Coast thing started because it happened between Pac and Big and then everybody else started jumping in. We don't need another one of those, you know?
Yeah, a lot of these niggas ain't gonna go that far, but a lot of these dudes just crazy.
I'm like, why did Rick Ross jump? I'm like, cause I thought Rick Ross and Drake was cool. They were supposed to do an album together. They did songs together. I'm like, when did they like have the falling out?
No telling. Drake probably sent a shot at that dude. Then
You know what I mean?
Ross responded.
And then he comes out with the whole BBL Drizzy, and then you got some dude made the BBL Drizzy song,
Oh
and
yeah, I
that
gotta put
took
that
off.
in the chat too. Hashtag BBL Dreezy. I'm glad you
You know,
said that.
you know what I'm saying? And then it's like then the game jumps in it, and he don't like what Rick Ross said. I'm like, what the fuck? What is it? Everybody just jumping in the beef that have nothing to do with them?
You know, Jason Taylor, aka the Game, has always had a history of jumping into shit that don't have shit to do with him.
He got to stop that, man. He couldn't do that back in the '90s. Like if he had jumped in that whole Pac and Biggie thing, it would have been somebody would have made a diss song to him, and it would have been bad too. If he had imagine if he had gotten that diss song from Common, like why you jumping in shit that have nothing to do with you?
Hey, did you check out that video I sent you?
Yeah,
Let me see. Did you check out the
crazy.
second one?
I gotta check out the song. 'Cause it won't let me go on it like I'm on the live stream right now.
Oh, okay, you on a live stream.
Yeah, I don't remember the song from White Chicks. I only saw White Chicks once when it came
Okay.
out. So,
Yeah, it's the check out the link right
okay,
here when you get a chance. Yeah, I did that video like a week or so ago talking about that nigga. I never knew him as an artist. You don't really hear about these dudes until they die.
right.
Then the whole situation and
Yeah, I
stuff.
never knew.
I ain't gonna lie, man. A lot of these Florida rappers just looking like long lost relatives of Kodak Black. Like it's the hair design, because most of
Right.
these dudes have a Caribbean background, but
Uh,
I don't know, man.
that's funny.
This nigga BBL Drizzy, man, just
Mm-mm-mm.
nigga aligning himself with these dudes are being these. Let me see, Hell's Angels Interpol. These dudes are being looked after by government agencies and shit, getting numerous Interpol, getting numerous RICO charges on them.
Right.
Hell's Angels Interpol. Hell's Angels motorcycle criminal allegations and incidents. Let me see. Interpol's Project Rockets helps disrupt outlaw motorcycle gangs. Let me see. Let me see what it's saying in 2024.
Oh man.
Entire Hell's Angels chapter. This happened a day ago, man. Lord, this what you? Matter of fact, I'm gonna put this story in the comment section. I'm gonna read about this too. They could tie him. They could tie him to that shit because if he's financing them by paying them, and if they can link that shit to RICO charges, they can charge him with some shit like that. You being associated with them, guilty by association. I'm gonna read this story in a couple of seconds. Yeah, here's the story right here. It just Lord, and this happened in California. Entire Hell's Angels chapter arrested in California in kidnapping and assault probe. Police say. So they arrested an entire chapter of the Hell's Angels in Bakersfield, California, for being part of a kidnapping and robbery and assault probe. Authorities said Tuesday. Now this just happened June 26th. So this just a couple of days ago.
Right.
Now they're saying that those arrested included 5 active members of the club's Bakersfield chapter, as well as 2 others who are members of the Sons of Hell, a motorcycle club that answers to the Bakersfield's Hell's Angel chapter. See, they have these sub motorcycle gang groups answering to the main motorcycle group, which are the Hell's Angels. So they loose knit associated with different motorcycle gangs that are associated with the Hell's Angels. They probably use these smaller 1%er biker gangs to do the bidding of the bigger 1%er biker gangs like the Hell's Angels and stuff. But yeah, let me keep going on with this shit. This shit just happened a couple of days ago. They arrested an entire chapter of Hell's Angels, and Drake wanted to associate himself with these motherfuckers.
Right.
Now let me tell you what they got. Now let me tell you what they got. Now listen to me now, brother. These motherfuckers seized 25 weapons and an unspecific number of rounds of ammunition and gang memorabilia, according to the statement jointly released with the U.S. Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. And for you slow motherfuckers out there, that is the ATF. For y'all that don't know that.
Right.
So these dudes had an assortment of firearms and numerous rounds of ammunition. The arrest which took place Tuesday morning, because you know how the feds do, they kicking your door waving the 4-4 early in the morning. Rest in peace to Biggie Smalls.
Yes.
The arrests which took place Tuesday morning were the result of a joint investigation by the ATF, the Sheriff's Office, and the California Highway Patrol. You had Highway Patrol officers getting into the mix.
That's crazy.
The investigation continues, the agency says. One of the 7 suspects, John Vaughn, age 37, was already in custody as a result of other charges, according to the statement. All the suspects so far are said to be from Bakersfield.
Wow.
The others arrested were named as Ricardo Alvarez. We already know a lot of these Latinos be out here trying to be honorary white supremacists under these biker gangs and shit. I'm just telling the truth. Just telling the truth, keeping it real. Armando Visa Senior, age 55. Nigga, you too old to be getting arrested. What you doing?
And for that.
Joseph Soto. Get this now. Joseph Soto Senior, age 57. Now hold the fuck up. Not only did the father get arrested, but he has his son, Joseph Soto Jr., age 33.
That's crazy.
All these niggas are most likely Latinos.
That's all I'm hearing.
Joshua Xavier, age 31, and John Singer, age 57. Vaughn and Singer are members of the Sons of Hell, according to the statement. The rest are said to be members of the Bakersfield chapter of the Hells Angels. They have not been formally charged. Allegations leading to the arrest including kidnapping, robbery, making criminal threats, false imprisonment, assault with a firearm, participating in a street criminal gang, criminal conspiracy, intimidating a witness or victim in elder abuse, law enforcement said in the statement. So they saying no charges has been the charges haven't been formally charged with anything, but they just recovered 25 weapons from these dudes and an assortment of ammunition. So they gonna have charges on them, man.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't clear whether the investigation stemmed from a single incident or a rash of incidents. Kern County Sheriff spokesman Lori Meza said details can't yet be revealed because the probe is still ongoing. It is not clear whether the suspects have retained counsel. The public defender's office for Kern County did not immediately respond to a request for comment. The U.S. Justice Department delegates Hell's Angels founder in the years after World War II in Fontana, California, as a outlaw motorcycle gang and criminal enterprise. You hear that, Drake? Did you just hear what I said? They recognize them as a outlaw motorcycle gang and criminal enterprise. Its colorful history includes members' attacks on countergoers at Altamont, California in 1969. Its love-hate relationship with the late author Hunter S. Thompson and his deadly clash with members of the rival Mongols in Logging, Nevada in 2002. Federal authorities allege the gang has long been involved in trafficking drugs and firearms. Did you hear what I said again, Aubrey? Federal authorities allege that the gang has long been involved in trafficking drugs and firearms. Lord Jesus Christ, this nigga. So not only did he align himself with the Hells Angels, that the District of Columbia, British Columbia, the British Columbia Demons aligned themselves with the Hells Angels, which Drake has aligned himself with. Now you had the Bakersfield, California chapter get raided by the feds over numerous gun charges and assortment of other things, and you want to align yourself with that? Like, come on, bro.
Crazy.
I don't get this, dude. You got motherfuckers being fathers and sons getting arrested at the same time, being aligned with these dudes.
If that's what he feels like, that's gonna make him. I don't see how he's coming back from this Kendrick defeat. Like people, like yeah, he gonna have his fans, but it's totally different. It's gonna be totally different. You know. So I want to see, and he is like LeBron James. He cares about what people think about him. That's how LeBron was. When LeBron left Cleveland and went to Miami, he cared a lot about what people had to say. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's how Drake is. Drake knows that he lost in the public opinion, and how is he going to bounce back from this loss? You know what I'm saying? And if this is part of that, revenge, he's planning a revenge tour supposedly against Kendrick, and if this is part of that, I think it's a bad move, because now it's like you're aligning yourself with a notorious biker gang. People already know that that's not you, so you're only giving Kendrick more ammo to make another diss track against you if he wanted to.
Really, Kendrick don't got to say shit else about this.
He don't have to say nothing, but I mean, he giving them ammo though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, or not even Kendrick. You're giving Rick Ross and other people that don't like you ammo to go at you.
I wouldn't even say nothing. I just keep playing the They Not Like Us. Just keep playing that. I just want to see when the music video come out.
Right. Oh yeah, that's gonna be lit. That's gonna be lit for sure. I wonder when he's gonna drop it. Like maybe July 4th.
Yeah, that shit would be nice.
Yeah, because it's already done. I know it's already done. It don't take that long to do videos now.
Yeah. all you need is one of them drones and shit. Then you'll be
Yep,
good.
exactly.
It ain't like back in the day when you spending millions of
Yeah,
dollars and shit.
they would take forever to come out with a video back then.
Yeah.
You know, man.
Oh yeah, he was getting mad. He wasn't invited to the pop out concert.
But why though? I don't understand. It's not like everybody showed up. Ice Cube wasn't there.
Yeah, game was just. I'm like, nigga, shut up.
I will give Game his credit. When before Kendrick, when the West after Pac died, the West was kind of down. Game brought them back, and then Kendrick took over, and then people forgot about Game. Game is a good artist, but this whole thing about not being invited, like why not just show up? Why he got to personally invite you? Did he personally invite everybody else? E40 was there, right? Did he personally invite E40?
He had a lot of people up there, but like I was saying earlier in the video, these fucking Mexicans was getting mad and shit. I'm like, it didn't have shit
For
to do with
what?
y'all.
Exactly. For Cypress Hill is from there. I didn't see Cypress Hill there.
Nah,
They didn't bitch and
you had a
complain.
lot. You had some of these dudes on the podcast talking shit about it. I'm like,
Oh
dude,
Lord.
y'all didn't even know what Juneteenth was about. Like, shut up.
Exactly. Did
Like you,
Juneteenth ain't for them?
like motherfucker, you don't see me talking about not being invited to Cinco de Mayo, and Cinco de Mayo
Exactly.
ain't really about Mexicans.
Exactly. Black people don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo. That ain't for us. That's your shit.
Shit, nigga, I don't even celebrate Kwanzaa. I can't even tell you a lot how many Africans celebrate Kwanzaa. I
Right.
never
Exactly.
celebrated this shit a day in my life.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm like that ain't for them. So I don't. Why would they get mad about that? They want to
They
be
hate,
included on every damn thing.
man, because you know LA is a real, I wouldn't say segregated city like Chicago, but they got
Mm,
different places where certain people can't go. And a
yeah.
lot of the Mexicans out there, they real fucking racist.
Hmm. The gangs are like that out there.
Yeah.
You know, and no, Juneteenth is for us. That's our celebration. You know.
I do want to say something about the Juneteenth shit because I said it in the
Mm,
video. Now a lot of these folks, and I'm gonna say some shit. A lot of these folks really falsifying the true history of Juneteenth. That has something to do with the Civil War and Black American soldiers being fighting for their freedom. It didn't really have nothing to do with Africans or Caribbeans. So the true history of Juneteenth really has the true history is for the Black American soldiers. They don't really have nothing to do with Caribbeans and Africans, and they was really being disrespectful by false flagging the Juneteenth colors. They was putting them in like Pan African colors and shit. I'm like, those are not really the Juneteenth colors. I mean, like it's certain holidays that specifically like I wouldn't just say for like all black people, but like what certain holidays are for certain people. Like you don't
right.
see me celebrating Caribbean
Exactly.
Caribbean Heritage Month. You don't see me
Right.
celebrating that shit.
Right.
But when Black Americans want to do something, everybody and their mama want to do the shit.
Hmm.
And I was telling these niggas like those are not the true Juneteenth colors. They was using like green, black, and red, like the fucking like Rastafarian colors. I'm like,
Hmm.
y'all ain't never celebrated Juneteenth, and I wouldn't say I'm still getting in tune with the shit though. I done did my research on it,
Right.
but I still gotta learn more stuff about it though. But I know where the true essence of Juneteenth come from. These niggas
Right.
just saying like crazy shit. Like everybody knows the Juneteenth colors are red, white, and blue. Those are the true Juneteenth colors.
Right.
Like niggas just be using shit to try to make money off of it shit. Like
Hmm.
I
Of
be hating
course.
when niggas do that shit.
Yeah. How yeah they do that? You know, Nike is a prime example. Remember, like, for Black History Month, they would come out with some Black History Month Air Force Ones or some Black History Month Kobe's. Like they're profiting off of Black History Month.
They was doing
There's
that
many
shit.
companies like that.
They were doing that shit with Juneteenth a couple of years ago with the ice cream and shit. They were using
Right.
fucking Pan African colors. I'm like, those are not the Juneteenth colors. Like, stop
Exactly.
using that shit. And fucking Africans don't. A lot of Africans don't even celebrate their holidays.
Right.
You want to come in and just say stupid shit. Like, it don't make no damn sense.
You know.
Like, just tell the true history. Like, I hate when folks be trying to just piggybacking, just trying to jump on in on certain shit. Like it don't make no damn sense. This is why I be getting mad when niggas be talking about folks can't get reparations and shit. Like in the Caribbean, y'all got CARICOM reparations. You don't see me talking stupid about that. Look, I'm gonna just say this. I want every black person that actually has sense to get what's rightfully owed for them. Cause let's keep it a buck, man. A lot of you African countries, y'all niggas know better. You sold your people. You owe everybody. So if motherfuckers want to be talking about who owes who, you sold your people for cheap, and they made something of themselves. You sold black people, and they spread it out to the Caribbean. They spread it out to Central America. They spread it out to the whole world. So
Right.
Africa truly owes everybody. If you want to really talk about reparations, they owe the South Americans, they owe the Caribbean, and they definitely owe Black Americans. Even though only a small percentage of Africans came to America, the majority of them went to South America and spread it out. For those who don't know that,
Right.
this is why the dialect is different in the Caribbean and Africa. It's different types of slavery that was going on. Slavery was different in America, and it was different in the Caribbean. Like I really don't. A lot of people need to learn their history when it comes to actually slavery and definitely the reparations claims, because folks still out here fighting for their reparations, especially Black Americans. We still got momentum. We learning from it and stuff. So I believe we're gonna get it. It ain't gonna be for everybody. I'm gonna just say that right now, because you don't see me talking about getting shit in the Caribbean, but I'm not Caribbean. I wouldn't want to take nothing from you, and you actually come from that.
Right.
I want you to get what's rightfully yours, and I want to get what's rightfully mine.
Right.
You got to go by your lineage, just like everybody else do. I can't do certain shit because I'm not certain people.
Exactly.
And I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Right.
I can't go to the Caribbean and be one of y'all. I'm not that. They're gonna look at me funny.
But you can go to spend time in the Caribbean.
Yeah, they're gonna call me a Yankee.
Right.
And let's just keep real. A lot of Caribbean islands don't like each other.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. And I'm like, y'all, I'm like, the Chinese are coming down there taking over, and y'all fighting amongst each other. It don't make no sense, man. It don't. Just like the Africans, like y'all the majority over there. These niggas are the majority over there in their countries, and they fight amongst each other. The white folks living over there good, man. Asians over there living good. It don't make no sense, bro. That's why Africa is so fucked up now. The tribalism.
Yeah.
The tribalism. They don't see themselves as African people. They see themselves as they tribe. I don't like seeing people like that, but I separate myself from people like that. The time for people to delineate themselves has been long overdue. Y'all do y'all thing over there, and I'm gonna do my thing over here. This how it should be for different people within the black race who actually see themselves as black people. Go get your shit together in the Caribbean. Go get your shit together in Africa, and we'll get our shit together here in America. It'll make the whole thing much better. Cause every time something happens to some of them niggas over there, guess who they want to call? They ain't calling their people in America to come back to Africa. They always, Black Americans help us. The Ukrainians are beating us up. No, nigga. No. They was doing that shit. They was doing that shit all through the situation when the Ukraine Russian war was going on. They was leaving them niggas in the cold. The people in their countries weren't helping them like that. Their governments weren't helping them. They weren't helping them, man. They selling their people out for cheap labor. They selling their people out. Why you think certain countries in Africa be using French currency? They just now start kicking some of the French out in these countries. But you still have a lot of these countries being controlled by Europeans. Cause they love white mommy and white daddy.
Right.
And you got a lot of niggas in America like that. There's old niggas that's in political positions that don't need to be in them. That's old as fuck. They don't do nothing for Black Americans. They do everything for everybody else. That's why I don't vote for none of these motherfuckers. I seen that debate with Joe Biden and Donald Trump. I'm like, I already know who's gonna win. I know who's gonna win. Like Joe Biden is a robot, man. He ain't doing nothing. He's dead inside. Like if you actually see him, he's like a dude at Woodstock tripping off acid. He just gone. It's that bad. And you got the whole entire country looking bad. And these other countries are just doing the Birdman hand rub, like, yeah, we can get these niggas.
Yeah.
They leader ain't nothing. He's a clown. It don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Mass immigration, motherfuckers just flooding the country. That's why the crime is out of control. You
Facts.
bringing all these illegal immigrants in. You ain't controlling your borders. You ain't controlling your borders. The motherfuckers just letting anything go on. This is why the country's so out of control.
Yep.
Illegal immigration. Like it should be some standards and some rules to not allow these motherfuckers to come in. You need to go be great back in your homeland. And I don't feel sorry for saying that shit, man. Everybody gotta hold their own nuts, bro.
Trump can't win because if Trump win, it's over. Like the world might as well end because that whole shit that Taraji was saying last night about that 2025 shit and they're gonna start drafting black people for war. Y'all, we don't. They don't want Trump in office with shit like that going on. Because then all our people will get drafted and go to war and they all gonna die. Because he don't give a fuck.
Joe Biden don't give a fuck. I tell you this. When it comes to if we had a gun to my head and I had to choose between Donald Trump Joe Biden, I'm gonna choose Donald Trump. I'm gonna choose him. Joe Biden don't know what the fuck he's doing. Like it's ain't nothing good coming from this dude. Everybody getting tangibles except Black Americans. You seeing Asians get money, Ukrainians. This man done sent trillions and trillions of dollars to Ukrainians for a war that don't got nothing to do with America. Massive flood of illegal immigrants coming from all over the world. They getting free food, free clothing, free everything, and they still out here acting up.
Right.
What country you know that'll give people free stuff and they still won't act right? It don't make no sense. They don't care. We'll be broke fucking with this dude, man. I can take 4 more years of Donald Trump before I take 4 more years of Joe Biden. He's not doing nothing. He's not doing nothing. Kamala Harris not doing nothing. They're scapegoats. They're nobody. They don't mean nothing for the United States of America. They selling the country out. They selling American people. They selling Americans out. You barely can get a job without getting into trouble. Right. Everybody else getting jobs except Black Americans. It's certain shit that you qualify for that you can't even do. They bringing these illegals in for cheap labor and for people to be voting because they realize that a lot of Black Americans are waking up. You ain't getting nothing out of these motherfuckers, especially him. His history in politics is terrible. He signed the '94 crime bill. A lot of your relatives are still in prison to this day because of him. Right. Y'all need to do y'all history on this dude, man. I don't like neither of these motherfuckers, but if a person is gonna be out here talking about sending illegal immigrants home and actually trying to get the country back together, if you're talking about a Black agenda, I don't give a fuck what color you is. If you're trying to do something for Black Americans, I don't give a fuck what color you is.
Crazy.
You can be the whitest of the whitest person. If you're giving me my tangibles and giving me something like reparations that Black Americans truly deserve, I don't give a fuck where you come from. If you ain't doing right by the American people, the people who made this country great, which was Black Americans, America wouldn't be nothing without Black Americans. Right. Nothing, not a damn thing. They say that America is the land of immigrants. No, is not. America would be nothing without Black Americans and people that came before them. You wouldn't have none of this shit if it wasn't for us, Black Americans. You wouldn't even be able to come to the damn country if it wasn't for brothers and sisters like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Coretta Scott King, Rosa Parks, etc., Huey P. Newton, The real Black Panthers, not these fake niggas out here that ain't talking about nothing. Like real people who was actually putting in that work. They actually wanted to see Black Americans get something, not to just see the country just go to shit. Messing with this dude, we ain't gonna get nothing. You ain't gonna never get nothing. You gonna have millions and millions of illegal immigrants in this country, just fucking up everything like they always do. Everywhere they go, they fuck up shit. Everywhere that certain African groups go in the world, they fuck up shit. I've been seeing videos of these dudes getting deported from different countries. I seen a video in Germany, these niggas jumping off the bus, running away from being deported. It's bad, man. I done seen these motherfuckers be on videos on actual boats, being on like, you know, those big container ships.
Yeah.
They on the bottom of the container ship. It's so bad in their country that they'll risk their life to go to another country. They dying like that. I done seen videos of these dudes being dead in the ocean from trying to get away from their country. That's how bad it is in these African countries. That's how bad it is in these third world countries. They'll risk their life to come here to America to work for cheap labor, to be under white mommy and white daddy. But they don't want to go back and fix their country. It don't make no sense, man. If you want to see better in your homeland, you got to make a change. You got to do right by your people. You just can't leave them. Right. If you're gonna come to America, do right by America. If you're gonna come to a different country, you got to do right by the people in your country. You got to come here and practice the laws just like anybody else. You just can't be out here cheating the system. The system has cheated Black Americans. These motherfuckers get benefits all the time when they come here. It's not fair, man. And I shouldn't have to pay for no shit like that. I work hard every day, and these motherfuckers getting money. They getting cash every month on cards. They getting new scooters, and they out here robbing people in New York on mopeds. You see that shit every day. Every day, man, with these folks, man. I can deal with Trump for 4 more years. I can't deal with this motherfucker. Kamala Harris, she ain't qualified to be no damn president. She just stupid. She don't do nothing. She don't do nothing. She don't say nothing. She already told you she ain't doing nothing for Black people. She told you that when Gayle King was talking to her a couple of years ago. I'm not gonna do anything specifically for Black people. No. People got amnesia. Y'all need to stop forgetting shit. Y'all need to actually look at these people and see these people in interviews and see how they actually act. Go look at Joe Biden in a damn interview and see if that's the type of person you want as a damn president. The dude need to be in a retirement home, man. He need to sit down just like his son need to sit down. And his son smoked crack too. And he just had 3 federal gun charges a couple of weeks ago. They just found his son guilty of 3 federal gun charges. He was just in court about this shit a couple of weeks ago. So you mean to tell me that you the president of the United States, but your son out here smoking crack in hotel rooms and getting caught with guns? Like, what type of person is that?
Yep.
They say the lesser of two evils. I'm going by the person who actually gonna do right by the American people. And I don't like neither of them. But if it's gonna be somebody that's gonna lead the country, I'd rather choose him. I can deal with him. I can actually deal with him because he wasn't doing nothing specifically to hurt Black American people. I agree with him. We need to get these illegal immigrants out of the country. They need to go back home. They need to go back to their country, man. It's too much shit that's going on out here. You could be doing a lot for homeless people out here instead of giving these motherfuckers money that they don't care about. They don't want to be in this country. They don't want to make America great. They don't even want to make their homeland great. They don't want to make Africa great again. You have certain people in Africa that are fighting the good fight, but they need help. They need y'all to go back to your homeland and fight. Mexico can be a great country if they get off their ass and help fight the cartels.
Yeah.
The government can't do that. The government can't do everything. Y'all got to go down there and help your people. If you want to be proud and be Mexican, waving your flags, don't be waving your fucking flag if you don't want to help your people. I'm just keeping it real. You don't see me as a black American talking about I don't want to help my people. I love my people, man. I love black people that's on code, who actually care about their blackness, who actually want to see something of their people in their countries, who actually want to see their countries be great for future generations. If you have kids and you have people that you love, and you go back to your country and you see other people living better than you in your homeland that your people come from, wouldn't that make you mad? Wouldn't that make you want to do something about the people in your homeland, instead of just seeing Chinese people do better than you?
Right.
I done seen Chinese people speaking like Jamaicans. They call them I forgot what the fuck they call them, Cheenies or something. Not Cheenies, but fucking I forgot what they call them, because they got that ag mixed with like Jamaican and Chinese and shit. I forgot what they call them. Like Sean Paul. Like that nigga mixed with some of everything.
Like a Dogla?
What you saying?
Like a Dogla. They're like half Indian, they look like Indianish.
I don't even know who that is. But I
No,
say
that's the name that they call them, like when they mixed. When they West Indian, but they have like Chinese
okay.
features. Yeah.
Yeah, like that. I done seen these motherfuckers on videos speaking like they Jamaicans and shit. They got a Chinese lady in Jamaica telling y'all, if y'all wasn't born on the island, y'all ain't Jamaican. They calling y'all niggas Yankees if y'all was born in America. If you come from certain areas in certain places in the Caribbean, they calling you niggas Yankees because y'all was born in America. And they got a caste system down there. They go by skin tone in certain countries. And the skin bleaching is real. Shout out to Vibes Cartel. That nigga, the skin bleaching is real in these countries, man. It's self-hatred is disgust and disgraceful, man. You don't care that much about your skin that you'll be bleaching your skin and want to be somebody else, but you don't want to represent your people in a positive manner, man. It's real disgusting with some of these people that do that shit. Nah, I ain't hear the Fugees. They coming out with a new album. I ain't hear nothing about that, Q.
They should have had one out decades ago, but you know. What's the story with Praz? Is he locked up or he's not locked up? Because I didn't see him last night.
Oh yeah, he did have I think he was trying to sell some drugs or something.
Yeah, he's going to jail. He might be in there now, if I'm not mistaken.
He said he's going to jail.
Yeah, he going in. He going in.
He going to the upper room.
Yep. He's gonna be here for a while too.
The upper room.
You know what I mean? He ain't getting out in like no 3 to 5 years and shit. He doing like some real hard time.
He locked down. He locked abroad.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I heard about they have working on new music, so I'm hoping it's good and they have all 3 of them on there. You know.
We could have had a lot from that group, but
yeah,
folks wanted to act crazy and act like they was running shit. I was running your rhymes though, but do you?
Oh man.
I love the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, but that is not one of the greatest albums of all time.
Oh Lord.
I swear to God, these fucking these damn Billboard and I don't even want to talk about this shit, man. They put that shit out a couple weeks ago. I think it's happened like a month, or I think it's happened like 2 months ago. I was in Walgreens. He was talking about the list of like the greatest albums of all time. And I asked him, what is number one? He said the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I'm like, no, it's
over Thriller. That's crazy.
I'm like, no, that's what I said to him. I'm like, you like that over Thriller? I like the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, but I don't think that's one of the greatest female. I mean, I put that up there like is top 10, top 5 female
Yeah,
albums though, but it's a
but
whole
over
plethora
Thriller,
of
nah.
yeah, it's a whole plethora of female albums that you can put over that. And
Right.
the only thing I hate about her is she don't have a long discography. That's the only thing I don't like about her.
Mm-hmm.
Like your longevity in the game, it is solidified though, but your
Mm-hmm.
discography is just subpar at
She's
best.
still living off of the only album, you know. But she's performing. She like last night she did songs from her only album. She ain't do songs from no a bunch of albums because she don't have any. You
She
know what
could
I'm
have did
saying? So
she could have did Fuji or something like
right. You know what I'm saying? It's like I think they did. I think they did a piece of that when Wycliffe came out.
okay.
But what like they should have they the egos and the money just got to them. That's what it was. And then she wanted out of the game. You know what I'm saying? And she had all these kids and you know now she's back. So it's like they 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 also would have to reintroduce themselves to this generation. The same way that Andre was talking about how he would have to reintroduce himself to this generation. That's what the Fugees got to do because they ain't been out in so long.
Yeah. Wait a minute, try keep talking, I'll be back.
All right. Yeah, you know, so it's like that to me was the only bright spot of last night. They should have ended off the show like that with Lauren and YG Marley, but I hope if they do have new music coming out, I hope it's good because the minute that people hear it and it's not, they're gonna compare it to their last album and say like, oh well, they should have never came out with shit anyway. You know what I mean? It's crazy though. Hopefully the music is good and you know we'll see what happens.
I'm back.
Yep.
Yeah, but what you were saying?
Nah, I was just saying. Hopefully, if they got new music coming out that is good and people just enjoy it and not try to compare it to the score.
Yeah.
You
Oh yeah,
know.
look what I got today.
Oh, classic.
Hell yeah, I just got the vinyl.
Yes, that's fire.
Yeah, I had to get this shit.
Yeah, I love that
A
album.
real East Coast dude doing West Coast influence music and
Right?
put it in his own perspective.
That's his best album to me.
Hell yeah.
Definitely. Oh man, we definitely got to do. I want to talk about the QB Finest part two joint.
I never heard that.
You never heard that one?
Now I always go out the
Yeah.
first one.
See, the first one everybody know, but the second one is like was rare.
You said the second
You know
one.
what I mean? Yeah, the second one got like the lesser known cats, like Lakey the Kid was on that. They had Bars and Hooks was on that one. Chinky. So it's like yeah, I want to do like a review on that.
Okay, that'll be good. I have to see if I can get the CD for this shit.
Yeah, you know what
I
I
just
mean.
got something
You
too.
you you sent me the CD actually.
What's up?
You don't remember?
You talking about the second one?
Yeah, you sent me the CD.
I thought I sent you the first one.
Nah, the first one I bought. I had the first one already.
Oh, okay, I can't remember.
Yeah, it was you that sent me the second one. Yeah, because it's hard to find now.
Okay. I had to see if it's on Discogs and shit.
Yeah, Cause
Oh,
I think the anniversary is September. We'll do that before September though.
okay, that's cool.
You know what I mean, definitely.
I just got this too a couple days ago. Let me see if I can show it to you.
So, oh, you got that on vinyl?
Yep, color
I've
vinyl.
never seen that shit on vinyl.
Hell yeah.
That's fire.
98, baby. Great
Love
year,
that
baby.
album. His best album still.
Yep. Look at
Classic.
Noriega, boy. Five
Oh
Mike
yeah,
album. I don't care what nobody
definitely,
say.
definitely. I want to say we did a review on that already.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember. I know. I think me and Rich did a review on that.
Right. I had to get this on, like had to get it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Niggas was talking about online. It was like, which one you choose, Harlem World or the War Report? I said the War Report. Niggas was looking at me
Mm.
like I'm crazy. I'm like, I like Harlem World though, but the War
Yeah.
Report is here different.
Nah, War Report was better.
Yeah.
They bugging. I'm like, Mace had one good album. Like y'all acting like he was better than. I'm like, all these Harlem niggas are delusional. I'm like,
Uh,
better than Jay-Z. Where? He was never better than Jay-Z.
I have my problems with the Jigga Man though, but yeah,
Right.
Mace
I'm like,
doing
nah.
his thing now with Cam though. Dude.
Yeah,
Them niggas,
yeah, he doing his thing. You know.
I was like, if it was something different, I was like, but that War Report though, I like both of
Right.
them.
Oh yeah.
I was like, yeah, that motherfucking
Sure.
War Report thing.
Oh yeah. Yep. Oh man. About to head out of here and shit. Get some dinner.
Yeah, I'm about to eat too. Shit.
This was great, yo. We definitely got to do more live streams, man.
Yeah, we definitely do, man. I
Yeah.
just waiting on you, man. You know how we do.
Yes. I seen you go live. I'm like, yo, let me jump on here real quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Had to talk about this
Yeah.
nigga and this dude here. I
Oh
had to put
man.
my own perspective on it and shit.
Like, no doubt.
But yeah,
All
man.
right.
Let me go on and get out of here before I have to roast wheelchair Jimmy a couple of more times. But
All right, man.
all right, man. Peace
Yeah.
out, y'all. All
Peace.
right.